All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all. I hope my voice is clear. Please let me know if you have any problem with the sound from your side. Um, just inform me, please. Today our topic is nothing new. It's the same about Islam, but every day we have a new challenge to make to the Muslims. All of us, we knew that the Muslims speak about a great God. His name is Allah. Religion is amazing, and the Prophet, who is an amazing man, and the perfect Quran and the perfect religion, and all the madness they have, which is not even close to what they claim for a second. But always I ask myself a very simple question: do even Muslims know who is their God? And this is my challenge to the Muslims today. Who is a Muslim? He can provide me with any information about his God. Who is a Muslim who can tell me that one of you Muslims ever heard the voice of your God? Who of you Muslims can prove to me, or even can show me a reference that his prophet spoke to Allah, Allah talked to him, or he saw him? Now, the Muslims after Muhammad's death, they start fabricating a lot of stories. But all of us, we knew that Muhammad, he had a book, it's called the Quran, and this Quran supposedly delivered to him by what is supposed to be an angel. His name is Jibril. And not even one verse or a statement in this book, or what it became a book later after his death, according to Muslims, is coming from the mouth of Allah, but it was delivered to Muhammad by a delivery guy. His name is Jibril. So the question is, if you Muslims never heard the voice of Allah, never saw Allah, your prophet is the same story, so who is Allah? How you can trust Muhammad saying to you that he saw an angel? How you can trust a man, he himself cannot be trusted? And for sure he will show you tons of reasons that Muhammad cannot be trusted. And this is why I make my challenge to the Muslims, that if there is anyone right here with us, he is willing to show us any proof that his Allah is exist, and how Muhammad became a prophet, and why his God is not talking to him. You see, this God is very weird. I mean, he don't want to give Muhammad a miracle. Like the Muslim, they say to you the moon split. This is a joke. I mean, even the Quran saying the opposite. The same what the Quran saying, that the judgment day is near and the moon is split. So this is not Muhammad splitting the moon. Same time, it's just a stupid eclipse, the same the one happened just a week ago in USA. It is something happened for thousands and thousands of years, and nothing new. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to happen. It's an eclipse. But because Muhammad is a false prophet, when the eclipse happened, he thought that the moon split and make a reunity again. So who is Muhammad and who is Allah? Actually, even Muslims do not know even who is Muhammad. Who is Muhammad? Muhammad's real name is not Muhammad. The real name of the father of Muhammad cannot be Abdullah. Why? None of the family of Muhammad believe in Allah. And this is what according to the Islamic books. Even the one who raised Muhammad in his house, he died as an infidel. He refused to believe in Muhammad. And that is telling you that even the uncle which Muhammad he loved most, he was not convinced that Muhammad is a prophet. But the question is, how a family do not believe in Allah, they call their son Abdullah, and this is supposedly the father of Muhammad. It doesn't make sense. How the father of Muhammad, his name is Abdullah, but he don't believe in Allah? Abdullah, I mean the slave of Allah. So obviously this is a fake name for a fake prophet. Most likely this man, he have an unknown father, and they do not know really who his father. So or his father name is slave of Al-Uzza, slave, because this is the name of his uncles. They are slaves of the idols around the Kaaba. So the Muslims, to avoid insulting their prophet from calling him by the son, because he is a son of his father. You like it, you don't, he is a son of his father, whoever he is. So obviously the father of Muhammad, he have an offensive name, which is bring shame to Muhammad. So they decide to change the name of the father, the same as they changed the name of the son. Muhammad, his name is not Muhammad. Muhammad actually is an insult to God. Why? Because it is a word mean the praised one. How a human being he call himself the praised one unless he is claiming to be God? Right? Yeah, well, people, they are saying they criticize Allah and nothing happened. You see, happen or not happen, life is full of things. You know, people get sick. Like, you know, sometimes the Muslim, they try to make things because somebody spoke against them, something wrong happened to him. This is stupid, because there's millions and millions of people, they spit on this cult, and actually their nations is the most powerful. And the Muslims are the one who live in disasters. You know, the Muslims are crossing the sea to seek refugee. It's not those who don't believe in Allah. The Muslims are the desperate for a job, for life. You know, the rich Muslims are very few compared to the number of the Muslims, very tiny number. And those are not even rich because God, you know, like it's just the oil. And now the oil industry is switching abroad. As an example, USA became a major oil producer, and actually it's #1 in the world. And the Russian and Venezuela and etc. So it's, you know, so the you see, even the Kaaba we look at, you see, this is the Kaaba. This is an old picture of the Kaaba, but this is not very old. This is like maybe 30 years old picture. Look at the flood which is coming with the sewage covering the Kaaba. You see, I made a video before, and the video is about seeking Allah finding death in Mecca. You can watch it, it's in my channel. And I show you there how the Kaaba was flooded, how the Kaaba, I mean, if Allah is the one who choose the location of the Kaaba, as the Muslims they claim, because remember, the one who chose the location of the Kaaba is not any Muslim. Actually, you see, the Muslim, they say, the Quran says that Allah, he ordered Abraham to raise the pillars of the Kaaba. But this is not a true story based on the Quran verse, because if you read the verse, you think that the one who built the Kaaba is Abraham. But the fact what it's saying, that the Kaaba were destroyed by the flood of Noah. So since then, nobody have it. I mean, the Kaaba is gone. So Allah, he told Abraham to raise or to rebuild the Kaaba again. But who is the one who chose the location of the Kaaba? It was Allah. When Allah, he sent down Adam, anyone knows Allah sent down Adam where? Ah, before I forgot, I forget. Guys, did you download the video I made yesterday? Who downloaded the video I made yesterday? How many of you? A new video I posted yesterday, actually about maybe 10 hours ago. Anyone? About the Kaaba. About the Kaaba and the black stone, the secret of the black stone. All right, good. So this is a very important video, and I would like you to share it with everybody, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you can, you know, any video forum, any media forum. This is a very important video. This is more important than the ant, you know. This is going in details about the Kaaba and the black stone. So it's a short video. Actually, it would take you, you know, if you have a good internet speed, maybe 30 seconds to download it, even less. So download the last video. It is in Batterion already. You can click at the link in the you know, Google Drive, and you can download it in case you did not yet. In that video I show you how the Muslims even kissing a stone which does not even exist. I mean, what is left of it is just 8 pieces, and they are trying to glue it together. Yeah, I deleted yesterday video because you see we have a problem. Each time we use something is not labeled to reuse, the Muslims right away they flag my channel and they try to take it down. This is why I'm very careful. So if I use during the broadcast anything is not labeled to reuse, I will take off the video right away. But you can download it before I take it. All right. This is why you see when I'm like right now the picture I'm searching right now. Right away I check here. It says label to reuse. And why I'm doing that? Because you know, if I'm not using my channel, do you know how many millions I should have as subscribers? Not how many thousands, how many millions. I lost hundreds of YouTube channels. And before I never fought it really, but this time if they try to take me down, I would take them to court because all of it is unjustified. Anyway, so please download that video because it is really priceless video for many. I'm sure none of you heard of this information before. Anyone saw this information before? The one I made yesterday in the video, and the new video about the black stone. Do you see how they do maintenance for the black stone? Did you see it? I mean, if this is stone is sent by Allah, if this is a stone sent down by Allah, why Muslim need to do maintenance for it? Why Allah don't do maintenance? Why Allah don't keep the stone? This is a stone of Allah. I mean, if Allah could not make maintenance for it, who is going to make maintenance for the stone? You know what I mean? It's in Patreon link, my friend. Come on, the link is not there. Let me post it. Yeah, just go to Patreon. It's just type Patreon/ChristianPrince.com, and that's it. So there is many questions, and every question is a disaster by itself to Islam. This religion, obviously, like it's suffering from madness. And the Muslims, in order to avoid answering the questions or even allowing the question, they like, I mean, they don't allow you to ask questions. Like, who can even ask questions? Nobody. So what kind of religion? Imagine you go to a classroom and the teacher from the first day he says to you, no student is allowed to ask. Well, how we can learn? In Islam you are allowed to ask questions as long they are stupid and have nothing to do with something serious. Like, can I shave underarm? Brother, can I use something made in America to shave underarm? The Prophet used to use wax to wash it, to wax his private part. Can I use a new material of wax which is including like a new substance? This is the kind of the questions in Islam is welcome. You ask questions which is deep and scary, then no, they will beat you, they will kill you. And as long you are asking to question, that is forbidden in Islam, because the second you ask to question, that means you are questioning Allah. You are questioning Allah. I'm trying to show you all the images of the Kaaba. You see, this is the Kaaba after the oil start coming, and look how it was a small, tiny. There's even the Kaaba never even have a tile. You believe it? The Kaaba even never have tiles. And if you go to the old Kaaba, even things even go crazy. I mean, it was really weird. So now the question is, Muhammad never saw Allah, spoke to Allah, witnessed to Allah, heard from Allah. How we know who is Allah? Any Muslim here can tell us where is this Allah is coming from? Anyone? Well, the black stone supposedly, you see, you will see in my coming book, which is about Islam and sexuality, how the black stone turned to be black. And for sure, one of the most important information, you know, where the women, they touch their, you know, they touch their vagina when they have their period, and then they place their hands over the black stone, seeking, let us say, getting pregnant. So the god of the black stone, which is Baal, is the one who will fertilize their vagina. And actually, the Hajj, you know, you see the word Hajj. Let me see if I can open Microsoft Word. Hello, everybody. Sorry for if I did not answer your hello to me. As you see, we are busy. What we can do if we are busy? I mean, we are busy. I'm speaking to Jibril right now. What I can do? What I can do? If somebody's speaking to Jibril, you have to show respect, please. Anyway, I want to see this Jibril. I mean, this is the male guy of Muhammad. All right. Let us use Microsoft Word in the screen so we can show you. All right. So this is I will make the text size big so you guys can see it better. All right. This is the word Hajj, which means you go around the Kaaba. It's a ritual practice. Every Muslim have to do it at least once of his time, and this is one of the pillars of Islam. You do Hajj as a must as long you can do it. And this is why you see a poor Muslim in India, he spent his life working like a donkey, poor person, to save $5,000. And you know, $5,000 for somebody from Bangladesh or somebody from India, I mean, this is a lot of money. This is a lot of money for somebody living in America. So imagine somebody in Bangladesh, he is saving $5,000. And do you know how much the salary of a person in Bangladesh? I mean, how legitimate is the order of this God to order somebody he lived far away in the other side of the earth and force him to go to Mecca and spend all his saving, lifetime saving, just to go around the room, saving time, and then he gets the black stone, and then he go and throw rocks at the Kaaba. Now the word Hajj, as you see, it's not really Hajj. You see, you know, the Muslim, they say to us the Quran sent down in 7 letters. We ask them, what does that mean? They say there is 7 dialect. So what they mean that every tribe or every town or etc., they have their own way to pronounce words. So Hajj, actually, it was Hak. Hak. What's the difference between Hajj and Hak? Hak is you, let us say, how to translate this word? Let me see. You know, if you have paint in your nails, or you have something dirt in the wall, or you have something in whatever, like in your clothes, and you wanna brush it out, that what is Hak is. No, al-haq is different. You see, the one al-haq, haq is you see, we are using here the letter H, but in Arabic this is not the letter. It is, first of all, it is ha. So we add this to make it clear. Then the other one you are talking about al-haq. Oh, oops, we went. All right. The one you are talking about, we write it like this: haq. Al-haq. Al-haq mean the truth. This is a different, totally different word. Okay, so this one have nothing to do with those. All right. So now, haq mean brushing something out, touching something with something, and this is exactly what it's about. So people used to go to the Kaaba, and the men, they insert their penis in the black stone and they do haq. The purpose of that, when they do the haq, that supposedly will provide their penis the power of sex, because the god Baal, he is going to provide, is like recharging the penis. And the women, they do the same. But what the women do, because they don't have a penis, so what they do, they go when they have a period only, and then they touch their vagina, and then there's a blood in their hands, and they put their hands inside the black stone, which is supposedly the vagina. Then the man, after that, he come and he insert his penis in the black stone and he do the brushing, you know, which is haq. So that is supposedly what is going to provide the man with the ability to have sex, and that will provide the women with fertility, so she will get pregnant. Now, if a Muslim here, he is saying this is not true, who want to challenge me and call me life? Who is a Muslim would like to say this is a lie? Any Muslim have the courage to say this is not true? Any Muslim? All right, look like the Muslims are not. Yeah, the new video, guys, I made 2 videos. You see, I'm making videos even if I finish my broadcast. Still, when I take a break from my book, I make videos. So yesterday I made a new video. Go to Patreon. You can get the link from Patreon. Go to patreon.com. The link is under the info of the video broadcast right now, and you will see the last video I made just yesterday about the secrets of the black stone. I encourage you, all of you, to watch it and download it and share it with your friends. It's very important video, actually. It's very important. So the origin of this religion is 100% very much sexual. Now, if you remember, the Muslims, they say to us, actually, I don't know if you heard the Muslims speaking about Adam. We mentioned that before, right? Where Adam was sent down first time. Anyone remember? We mentioned that before. Where Adam was sent down first time. He was sent in India. All right. Adam was sent down in India. All right. Why Adam was sent down in India? Any Muslim can explain to us? Why Adam was sent down in India? What about Afghanistan? What about you know, Russia, Philippines, Bangladesh? Actually, Bangladesh, it used to be India at that time. So why Allah he sent down Adam in India? Any Muslim have an answer? Any Muslim have an answer? Yesterday, when we spoke about the Hajj, we spoke about how the Muslims, they copy from the Buddhas and from the Hindus a lot of things, and one of them is, example, the sheet they put around their body. There's 2 sheets and they have to show the right shoulder. Right now, go and see how any Buddha priest he dress. You will see that he is dressing the same way. If we go right now and we type here Buddha, let us see. This is how the Buddha priests dress, and those are the children's who they are supposedly. Like, you know, see here, let's show you. Like, this is the children, this is the Buddha children's, you know, the one who is going to school, the Buddha teaching, and this is their clothes. You can go right now and check how the Muslims they dress when they go to Hajj. It's exactly the same. They shave their head. Their head is shaved. They don't grow their hair. Muslims, when go to Hajj, they do exactly the same. Exactly. They show the right shoulder. The right shoulder. Underneath, there's no clothes. Let me see if I can. Let me find the Hajj pictures so we can share them. We can put them side by side, and you guys can see what I am talking about. Hold on a second. And we will be sure we are using it, you know, this time with the label to be reused, so we don't need to delete our video like what happened yesterday. All right, let us see. You see, when you choose label to be reused, you don't find really the pictures you want. But okay, it's okay. Let's go here. There's two pictures in the top. I saw them. All right. Look at this picture here. You will see how this man, his right shoulder is open, showing, and he is wearing a sheet exactly the same as the Hindu. The only difference is that the Muslims, they wear white sheets. The Hindus, sorry, the Buddhas, they are wearing you know, a colored one, and actually they wear white too. However, the Hindus and the Buddhas, they share a lot of roots. You know, it's not like something too much far. And you need to ask yourself why it is so important, you know, to do the same. Like this guy, actually, he is not doing perfectly because he have to shave his head. You know, if you see this person here, he shaved his head. You see it? So you have to wear the sheet, and then you shave your head as this person here. You know. Now you see those people around the Kaaba. Some of them, they are doing something. It's called the Umrah. Umrah, it is something you do at least once in your lifetime, and this is the duty at least. And some, they are doing just a regular Hajj, you know, or visit to the Kaaba. Some of them even they live around in the city of Mecca, so they come to because you know, people are there. Actually, just last week I saw a video of a woman. She was molested by Muslims around her, so she was screaming, and they are saying they arrested the man who was doing that. But what man who was doing that? I mean, look, a woman, she will be between the Muslims, and there's hundreds of men around her, and she is not allowed to wear any underclothes, and he is not wearing any underwear. And you can imagine, you know, a scumbag is located in this crowd, and what will happen to the women. And the Muslims don't allow the women to be mixed inside the mosque with men, but they allowed her to walk between the men in such a crowd, which is, you know what will happen. I mean, do you know who is behind you? And what kind of scumbag is going to do something, you know? A man, he will not be even secure to be there. How about a woman? In such a perverted community where it's always women, they are like separated from men, so they will take advantage. Actually, all the youth of Mecca, the best place for them is the Kaaba. Why? They go there every day, especially when it's crowded, very crowded. So if somebody want to molest, even if you have a girlfriend, not necessarily he is dating someone, let's say he is trying to harm someone, let us say he is in relation with someone, but because the society, they can't meet, they can't talk. So what they do, they go to the Kaaba, they insert themselves between the crowd. So even if the family, they saw the girl, oh, she's a good girl, she is going around the Kaaba, you know, and the guy, nobody know him, he is, and actually she is wearing a burqa anyway, nobody can even see her face. So he inserts himself behind her, and they do what they need to do. By the time they go 7 times, and they go slowly as much as they can, and they can do it as much as they want, keep repeating, going, who is going to count? And then until they are finished and done, he touch her all over, he molest her, she is happy, is happy, they go home and everything is safe. But going back to the roots of this religion, there's no question that this religion is coming from the eastern, or the east of Asia. You know, some people, they might think that India is really far from Saudi Arabia. The fact is not. You know, India is very close to Saudi Arabia. Let me open Google Earth so you can see with me what I'm talking about. Yeah, because some people, they might think, by the way, that's when we talk about India, like what India had to do with Saudi Arabia, like this is too far. Actually, it's so close. You will not believe it how close it is. Let us go. Okay, this is Google. All right, and we will go and see. All right, look with me, please. This is Saudi Arabia. This is Saudi Arabia, and this is India. As simple as that. Actually, this is here, Iran. Sorry. Oh, hold on. This will be India. Let us take this one off. India is here. Here, this one is Pakistan. Yeah, but anyway, at that time it was India. I mean, this is Pakistan, and this is India. But all of us, we knew that all of them, they are. So how long is going to take even by ship to go there? And you see here how close it is to cross to Iran and then go to Pakistan. And the Arab always used to do trade between those countries. So it's not far, and the Arab always known. Actually, when somebody in the old time, anyone he go to India and he is coming from the Middle East, they call him an Arab because they do trade. So they call them the Arab, an Arab trader. But doesn't matter really if he is an Arab or not. Anyone is coming from there, they call him an Arab. All right. For Arab, many of them, they do the business of buying a product and going overseas with it, carrying it in the caravan, because it's a make a good money. And the same time, you know, it's an adventure, and they see many countries, and there's no borders, there's no passport, there's risk, but risk versus a lot of money. So many people, they risk it. Until now, human being risk even his life for the sake of dollars, you know. So imagine if you are going to be rich from trade, and trade make you rich. You know, until now, if you work as an employee of a company, you will not make money the same as if you are working for yourself and selling something. We can't compare. Even if you open a small tiny store to sell cell phones. Anyway, all of us, we knew that in India there is a stone which is present the sexual parts of the male and the female, which is coming from the story about gods. So the male part and the female part, they are inserted together as one stone. And you can go right now, you know, and search for Shiva. Yeah, it's called Shiva. So if we go right now and search for it, you will see how much similar the Muslims taking it from the Hindus. Many practice, and they claim that this is coming from Allah. Until now, no Muslim can tell us. I mean, what the benefit of this black stone? and why the black stone look like a vagina, and why in the books of tafsir it says and hadith it says that women, they used to rub their hands and their vagina and they touch the black stone. You see, when the Muslim, they deliver to us hadith, right, they say that we filter anything we don't like, anything they don't like, they filter it. But still those hadith or those stories slip here and there, and we can find them if you are a person who study very hard and you search. So you will find in many books of tafsir saying clearly that the black stone used to be white like milk. Muhammad, he said, remember, Muhammad, he said in one of the hadith, the black stone used to be white like milk and became blackened by the sin of the children of Adam. How the sin made it black? Simply the man, he insert his penis, and the woman, she insert her blood from period, which is dark. And that is supposedly what is making the black stone black. In the books of tafsir it says the black stone used to be white like milk and darkened because of the women blood from period. And if there's any Muslim here, he want to challenge me about that, please put your hand up or let me know. You want to call me and I will be happy to take your call. So now if we go back to our topic and we search for the other black stone, which is exist for the Hindus, you know, go right now and look for the old image of the black stone and you will see how much similar they are. One side have a hole, the other side is curvy. It's the same. And then, you know, the Hindus, they start having like more, let us say, artistic pieces. They place it in every temple, but this is the, you know, the original, let's say the historian ones. They look more like a little bit different from the one they use. Like they have this, which means this one present the vagina and the penis in the middle. All right, and you will notice that it's a dark stone. There is no hadith about this as hadith. Let us see. Hold on. Let me see what the text is saying. Please, can you upload the video from yesterday to Google Drive? That is 5 hours, my friend, and too late. I deleted right away. As I said, because when we use something is labeled not the right to be used, I'm always afraid to be flagged for copyright, and then that will stop me from able to be broadcast. So I take it seriously. You know, I have a lot of enemies, and they will try their best to. But you guys, like when I finish broadcast, and I told you I'm going to delete it. Why you don't download it right away? Download it. It was there, and you can post it in your channel, right? This is why you see me. I'm posting in Google Drive. I mean, I would like to show you all those things right away live, and you see it. It's better for me. But because of the flagging and the claims of copyright and for actually I have the right to use them. You know that, right? I have the right to use them, but still, because even you can use a video of somebody to show, as long as you are not using all of it, show part of to criticize or something legally, you can do that. But because I am targeted by the beautiful liberals and Muslims, so I avoid these issues by being extra careful. But next time, if I say I'm going to delete this, just download it right away and feel free to post it again. Anyway, like if we deleted the video, we have thousands and thousands of thousands. Once I was you know, I don't know if I tell you this story. Once I was in the Philippines, and there's a guy next to me. He is reading the Bible, and he writing notes, you know. So I wanted to talk to him. He's drinking his coffee in a coffee shop. So I said, are you a minister or something? You know, just to open a conversation with him. He's a Christian, and obviously he is you know, a good brother to talk to. He said, yeah, actually, yeah, and you know, etc. And then he says to me, you know what? I heard your voice before. Did we met before? I said, no. He said, no, I know. Hold on. Talk more, talk more. And then when he find out that I am a Christian Prince, he said, there's a guy, I listen to his videos, and his name is a Christian Prince. I said, well, it's me. He said, what? He jumped like if somebody throw some water at him, and he started hugging me, you know. It was a very nice moment, actually. Anyway, you know, when you try your best to teach others, and you say to them, feel free to download my videos and use it, you know, do whatever you want with it, you know, that make people see that this person is not working for his own. You know, I know many, they claim to be Christians, but if you take their videos, especially when they used to have a small number of subscribers, not now, they have big numbers, they flag your video. Imagine, they claim to be Christians, they flag your video, so nobody can use their video, so they can get more and more subscribers. I don't care really about how many subscribers I have. I care about spreading the truth. I don't work for my glory. And this guy, he asked me, by the way, he asked me, why you don't put all your videos on your channel? Why you say to people, you know, download my videos? And by the way, I download your videos. I said, see, if I don't allow you to download my videos, that will make it limited. I mean, let everybody download the video and everybody see the truth. You know, when somebody he focus in me, like being selfish, don't download my video. It's not my video, my friend. It's for you. I don't make videos for myself. I don't need them. Take all my videos. So we as a Christians, we should work to serve the Lord by serving the people. You see, Christianity is very simple. You serve your brothers, you serve the Lord. The Lord, he don't need us, you know. I mean, how I can serve him? I cannot really serve him. But the Lord is so clear that when you do good to others, you are doing good to me. He do not need your good. He do not even need your work. You need it. Do good to others, and good will come to you. So anyway, this is why I keep saying, please download my videos. Actually, I get upset many times, if you remember, for people not downloading the videos. I'm sure many of you remember. Actually, once I deleted all my videos on my channel because people, they are not downloading the videos. All right. Isra and al-Mi'raj. We will talk about it, no problem. I hope we will get some Muslims here so we can have a real debate and a real argument. You see, until now, we don't see real Muslims who want to talk. Each time I talk to a Muslim, he says to me, where you get this from? Like the guy who come to here, his name Nightmare, the funny guy. If we take how many times he said to me, where do you get this from? We can make a book of it. The sound, guys, is bad. The voice is bad. Is the sound is good or bad? Somebody saying the sound is not good. I don't know. Okay, maybe it is from your side, my friend, because it doesn't make sense that it's bad for you and good for the rest. Yeah, maybe just refresh your page. It is just a stores from long time ago. So is it good now or not? You see, yesterday after I close, before I make my video, I spent almost an hour to fix the sound. So don't make me upset. Really, honestly, an hour. All right, Black. Thank you. So are we good? Is the sound is good or no? Anyone have a bad noise? Maybe I'm speaking loud. Let me push the microphone a little bit away. It's good now. So before it was bad. That's bad. I mean, that's mean we lost the video in this case. All right. Yeah, I don't know what to do then. I need to fix it after we finish broadcast. What I can do. I don't want to buy new ones. I mean, you see, there's a mixer here. It's supposedly, I don't know. It looked like we need to buy something new. Anyway. No, not because of the tornado, but because there's a genie here, you know, genie in the ball. So, you know, Islam have a lot of secrets, and the Muslim themselves, they have no idea what their religion is about. All what they knew, some funny stories about God who sent a guy, his name is Adam, he sent him to India. I mean, guys, anyone knows Allah, he sent Adam where and Eve where? Who remember? Allah sent Adam down in India, right? Okay, Allah sent Eve where? Anyone knows? Anyone knows? Allah sent Eve where? Which location? Which country? Imagine how stupid the story. Allah, he sent Adam in India and he sent Eve in Yemen. Okay, Muslims, question. How Adam and Eve, they were able to meet again? Huh? Adam, he text Eve in WhatsApp or in Viber, say, hey, where are you? Hi, honey. Where are you? I don't know. I am here. Let us see. Let me give you some details, okay? Next to me, there's a mountain, and in the right side, there's a valley. Do you know what is that? Eve, are you stupid or what? This can be exist everywhere. So what I can do, honey? How I can find you now? Okay, let us follow our instinct. Do you love me, honey? I love you. Are you crazy about me? Absolutely. Do you remember the old days in the heaven? Oh, honey, don't remind me. Do you remember when we used to do? Yes, I remember. We used to go to Starbucks in heaven. Now, I want you to follow your instinct and try to find a direction which is going to lead by heart. Your heart. Let your heart lead you. And then, subhanallah, subhanallah, subhanallah. Adam, he walked in the direction of Mecca, and Eve went in the direction of Mecca, and they met there. I mean, that's amazing. Isn't it amazing? Now, when Adam he arrived to the Kaaba, hold on. Let us go back to the Kaaba. The Kaaba is a story by itself. Let us go to the Kaaba. Lord have mercy. Please let me know if you ever have a problem with the voice again. Honestly, if you have a problem again with this mic, I'm going to go to Hajj. I mean to hack. All right. Let us see if we can find some old pictures of the Kaaba. Look at those poor people. This is not long time ago. Maybe this is like no, this is not about. I thought about the Hajj. I mean, why this picture is here? Hold on. I'm trying to find. Where is the Kaaba? I type by the word Kaaba in Arabic, and all what I get, I mean, I don't get really enough pictures. I get pictures that have nothing to do with the topic. But anyway, this one will be enough. So Adam, guys, when he Allah he sent him down, Allah sent him down to India, as we know, but we do not know which city. Anyone have an idea? Anyone knows which city Allah sent Adam to? So based on the story, all of us, we used to be Indian, and no wonder why I like curry. You know, I like spicy food. I mean, now I know. Now I know why I like spicy food. I thought maybe because it's just tasty, but no, because Adam himself was from India, and all of us were Indian. And Kashmir, yes, Allah he sent Adam in Kashmir. He would not send him between the Hindus. No way. No. No, there's no details about where Adam Allah sent him down. However, imagine what the Muslim books say. Actually, you know why I'm talking? Let me show you. So the Muslim will not say I'm making things up. Hold on. If I read for you guys, seriously, you will not believe what you are going to see. Let me see. This is a book written by Muslims. It's called تاريخ مكة المشرفة والمسجد الحرام, which mean the history of Mecca, the honorable Mecca, and the sacred mosque. All right. Now, if we go here, now those who speak Arabic, they can read with me. And let's zoom out so people they can read more. Let us see. Oh, the black dog is barking. Let us see. Here, all the stories in this section, in this book, all the stories about Adam. Now, there's many stories actually here repeated, but I wanna show you the important one. All right, let's read it from here. Okay. Look how funny the stories they go. Ibn Abbas said, because the throne of Allah was on the water before he created the sky, Allah he sent the wind, hafa, which means like a light wind, so it moved the water, and that made like a piece of land appear. All right, and this is where Allah he built al-Bayt, which means the Kaaba, like a canopy. And then Allah he made the earth flat, so the earth start moving. So Allah he placed in the top of it nails, which is the mountains. And the first mountain Allah created, it was the mountain of Abu Qubais. And this is why it's called Summiyat Mecca Ummul Qura. Why this is Mecca was called the mother of the villages. And in another story, it says that Allah created the house, which means the Kaaba, before he created the earth by 2,000 years. And the let us say what they call it, like, you know, when you want to build, whenever you build a house, you made the first layer, what they call them, you know, like you put concrete or etc., you know, to carry the house. So and the basis of the house, it was in the 7 earth down. This is how deep is the foundation. Yeah, the foundation. So the foundation of the Kaaba, you see how deep the Kaaba, guys? The Kaaba is in Mecca, in the top of the earth, but the foundation is down in the 7 earth. The 7, man, this is going all the way to the magma. And all the scientists, also the scholars, agree that the Kaaba, it was the first house of worship. And they disagree, or let's say they have different opinion about which was the first house build like additional to it, or if it is the first or not the first. Some they say before it there was another houses built by Allah, and some and the major scholars they say it was the first one ever built for mankind. So some scholars they say the Kaaba is not the first house. Some they say no, it is the first. They will say the conservative ones, because they are so obsessed with Mecca, so they say no, it is the first one. But they are agreeing that there is many Kaaba. And actually, yes, you can go right now and search. You will see that there's many Kaabas exist in the Arabian Peninsula. There's Kaabas until now they exist in Persia. There's Kaaba until now they exist in India. But they call them temple. But they have the same design of the Kaaba. Now, Ibn Abbas, he said, the built house was in the sky. It used to be called Ad-Durah. And it is a house of or a sacred house, and if it was destroyed, every day is going to rebuild it 70,000 angels. 70,000 angels. And those angels, they build the house, but they never saw it. I mean, how they can do that? Look like they are blind. Those angels are blind. All right. Now, then in different hadith it says every day 70,000 angels, you know, as a group of thousands of angels, they get inside it, but they don't come out. Actually, I think we can find this hadith in English. Hold on, let me see. Okay, now this is about the versions. We don't want this one. Here we go. We found it. All right. Al-Bayt al-Ma'mur, read with me please. Let me zoom in. This is when Muhammad, he went to the seven heavens, supposedly according to the Muslim stories. And remember, Muslims, it's not my story, this is your story. So when Muhammad, he went to the seven heaven, all right, he saw, first of all, he saw a tree. And you can go and read in the Hindus and the Buddha's religion, there's a lot of stories about a tree. And there's a lot of stories exist in all cultures about the tree of life and the fountain of life. In Islam, you will find the tree of life, the fountain of life, the fountain of youth, the spring of youth, the spring of Salsabil, which is, there's many legends about it. The one you drink, it make you white, you know, and will keep you healthy, and will make you tall, the same as Alice in the Disneyland, you know. So look here what happened. Muhammad, when he arrived to the heaven, all right, he saw two manifest rivers and two hiding rivers. The question, Muslims, how he saw the two hiding rivers? They are hiding. Do we have any Muslim here listening to us? I understand he saw two appeared rivers. How he was able to see the hiding rivers? Any Muslim? Aren't they hiding anyway? I mean, are they hiding or they can be seen? And do you Muslims have a brain? I mean, don't you ask yourself how they are hiding rivers, and he is telling us there's two hiding rivers? Anyway, yeah. Things happen. I mean, things happen. Everything happened in Islam. Everything is possible. Everything is possible with Allah. Allahu Akbar. Anyway, so there is two hiding river and two appeared river. Then he asked Jibril. Jibril said, I said to Jibril, what are these rivers? And look guys, that conversation between Muhammad and Jibril. Jibril is an angel, but look like Muhammad is taking him like a buddy, you know. Hey buddy, what is those two rivers? Jibril, he said, the two hiding rivers are the rivers of paradise. And as regard the two manifest ones, they are the Nile and the Euphrates. Like, hold on, are we in heaven or we are on earth? Are we in heaven or we are on earth? Remember, the heaven of Allah is always in the sky, not like, you know, it's not like the Garden of Eve. They were the Garden of Eve in Islam, it is in heaven, and Allah said to Adam, get down, as the Quran says, ihbutu, go down from it. So the heaven of Allah is supposedly in the heaven, in the sky. Never, the garden is not even in the earth, never been in the earth. So how the river of the Euphrates and the river of Nile are in the heaven of Allah up in the sky? Any Muslim can explain to us? Any Muslim can explain? But I will tell you why. Because Muhammad, he have a fiction. He believed by legends where it says that the Nile River, it must be coming from heaven. It's so huge and so big. And the same for the Euphrates. So those two rivers are very well known and famous. You know why Muhammad didn't say the Amazon River? Do you know how big the Amazon River, how powerful it is? Because he never heard of it. No, actually they don't know. The Arab did not know really where the source of the Euphrates is. No, they don't know. No. You see, all this area used to be flooded by fictions. As an example, do you know the Mosque of Al-Aqsa? You know the Mosque of Al-Aqsa, right? All right, let me show you. Let's say Qubbat al-Sakhra. Oh, let's go to Al-Aqsa. Okay. Masjid. Let's go to Al-Sakhra. I mean in English, you believe it? I forgot to switch to Arabic. That will make you see how much fictions the Middle East is under. You see, the Middle East is the land of fictions. Everything there is about fictions. Let me see if I can find you the rock, or where we can find the rock. This one? No. All right. This is supposedly the rock which is inside the mosque. All right. Now, what people believe, even the Jews, but this is a legend. This is not the Jewish as scriptures. This is a legend. You know the story of the flood of Noah, right? If you go in the Quran, it says the following. How the Quran describe the flood of Noah? Okay. This is a chapter 11, verse number 40. Muhammad, he used in the Quran, claiming that his God is talking. He says, وَثَارَ التَّنُّورُ. A tanur is not an Arabic word. Actually, the Arabic word is not even Arabic language. You know, Arabic is not really a language by itself. It's just a collection of everything. It's like a dime star. Everybody throw a word there, and then we make a language of it. So a tanur is let us go here and show you the tanur. What tanur is. The old, you see those, you see how this is built. It's made from mud. They dry it and they make it a house for, like a stove, old stove for cooking. All right, and actually it make a very delicious bread, really delicious. And in the old days, people, they used to use the dirt of the animals. They mix it with the dry grass, and that will make a very powerful fuel. And by the way, nothing wrong with it. You might be disgusted, like, you know, it's a fire, you know, they don't they burn it, and then it make a very amazing powerful fire, and then they make a very, very tasty food. And this is exist all over the Middle East. You see, the Bible says that those people will suffer to the point they will eat from their dirt, which means you as a human, you will need even the dirt in order to survive. All right. So and this bread, by the way, I wish I can eat every day from it. This is the best bread ever you can eat. However, this is what Muhammad talking about in the Quran. Tanur, do you see how it look like? It's a hole in the ground, like a circle. For sure, in this case, it's a built one. It is handmade, you know. They use mud and they dry it, etc. And this is where the flood of Noah came from. So based on the legends, when God did the flood of Noah and decided to stop the flood was coming from the ground, from the tanur, which is a hole in the ground. It's the same as you have a sink, you know, what do you call it, the one in the sink, you block it, huh? So God, he placed this rock to stop the flood of Noah. And this is what is this the rock of the doom. It's not really about Muhammad. The Muslim, they say to you, he landed on it and he went. Why Muhammad he landed it anyway? Anyone knows? Any Muslim knows why Muhammad he came from that location? How Muhammad went to the seventh heaven and then he came from that location? Any Muslim knows? He came from the hole. Which hole? The tanur. The hole. There's a hole here. If you go and you will see that Muhammad he speak about, there's a tree. There's a tree in the heaven, and nobody can pass that tree. You see here it says, look at this. There is a tree. It's called a lut tree. Now this tree is the line where every prophet he land. And the roots of this tree go beyond your imagination, far, far, far. And this is where Muhammad he went through. So when a prophet of Allah he go, this is the airport. And when he want to come back, this is the airport too. So Muhammad he jumped in the roots of the tree and he appeared in the tanur. Are we getting an idea? It's like a tube. This is the tube between Allah heaven and between the earth. And this is why he is saying there is 4 rivers, and he is naming them. There is 2 hiding river and there's 2 known rivers, and those rivers is the one who made the flood of Noah. Are you getting the point now? Are we getting close? Do you notice how the tree and the river are already connected? Where is the rivers? Where is the rivers? They are under the roots. Read with me. The prophet of Allah told that he saw 4 rivers which followed from where? From the root of the lot tree of the farthest limits. So those rivers, they are down the roots of that tree. So when Allah he made the flood of Noah, he flood the hole which is in the ground, which is where now the masjid of Sahra is built. And this rock, the mosque of the rock, this rock supposedly, when Allah decided to stop the flood, he blocked that hole by the rock. And that makes sense. And you guys, you better know, I have a plan to destroy the whole earth. I am going to unblock it. What do you think? I mean, that will be something. All what we need to make a flood to flood the whole earth is to unblock that hole in the ground, and then the 4 rivers of water will flood the earth. And this is why I'm saying to you, in order to understand those religions, especially a religion like Islam, which is a mix of everything, you have to understand all the fictions and legions that exist before Islam. Tons and tons and tons of stories. Muhammad, he took them, he put them in the Quran, he put them in the Hadith, and he make a religion out of it. But who in the world is going to believe in this garbage? If there's any Muslim believe in this garbage? Now here we go back to the Bayt al-Ma'mur. We were reading about Adam who came from India. Look here. You see here it says, this is the reason we came to this actually hadith. And there's a house, it's called the build house. What this build house is for, nobody knows. What Allah have a house? Muslims, Allah have a house? What is that? 70,000 angels enter it daily. And after they come out, they never return again. Where they go? Why they are going inside? Why 70,000 angels they go inside the house and they never return? What happened? And you must have some explanation. I mean, you know, honestly, if I have money, I will make the best cartoon, and you will make a lot of money from it. This is a very delicious story. I mean, you can make people laugh crazy, and at the same time you can expose the cult that's called Islam. I made a video before. I don't know if you watch it. It's about Muhammad and his donkey. It's in my channel. You can watch it. It's a cartoon, and I advise actually every one of you to download it and share it with everybody. This is a religion, and this is the great religion of Islam. And guys, look how the story, the end of the movie. I mean, how, you know, when you watch a movie, there's an end of the story. And what the end of the story? Look, after all of this drama, he went to the 7th heaven. He saw a tree, and under the tree there's 4 rivers, and the rivers, and there's 70,000 angels. They go inside the house, and they never come back, and blah blah blah. And then he said to him, "I saw 2 vessels, then brought to me. The first one contained wine, and the second one contained milk. And both of them placed before me. I choose milk." This is the end of the story? That's it? The story is over. So Muhammad, he went to the 7 heavens. Allah sent his angels. He sent his flying mule with 2 wings, and he ride him, and he went there, and he saw Adam, and he saw Isa, and he saw Moses, and he saw blah blah blah, but he did not see any of his girlfriend. And then after all of this, the end is they gave me 2 glasses, one have wine and one have milk. I choose milk. That's it. I mean, all of this drama to tell us that Allah brought you 2 glasses to drink from. I mean, can't Allah give it to you when you are in Mecca? Is it worth it? Imagine in the winter, I'm going to go to the far east, and I go all the way there, and in the airport they say to me, "Sir, you cannot enter the country because you are here for this reason. This is a cup of milk, and this is a cup of wine. Which one you want?" I say, "Do you have 7-Up?" And that's it. So this guy, he fly to the 7 heavens in the top of a flying mule, 2 wings, and the mule have a bracelet. And by the way, this mule have a bracelet. Why? It's a male or a female? It's a mule. He's a gay. Yeah, I got it. And then Allah, he gave Muhammad 50 prayer. What? 50 prayer? Why Allah give you 50 prayer? I mean, who is the stupid here, you or Allah? If a human being I am not good in mathematics at all. 50 prayer, if we sleep an average of 8 hours only a day, that's mean we have 16 hours left. That mean a Muslim, he have to pray 3 prayers, one prayer, if we divide 15 to 16 hours, that's mean in every hour he have to pray 3 times 0.12, almost 4 prayers. How you can do that? The Muslim, to prepare himself for the prayer, he need 20 minutes. He know to do ablution, when he blew his nose and his mouth, and he put white in water. And by the way, the ablution in Islam is not making you clean, because Muslims don't wash themselves. They just put water in their hands. There's no real washing. Somebody might say, oh, they are, you know, this will make you clean, really, because you wash yourself 5 times a day. That's not true. They don't wash themselves. The Prophet used to be full of lies. The believers used to be full of lies. But here, how you can pray almost 4 prayers an hour when every prayer you need 15 to 20 minutes to prepare yourself to the prayer? It's a madness. Do we have any Muslim here? He agree, he disagree? Any Muslim? Anyone? Let us see. Somebody send me a message in Skype. Hi, Christian Prince. I love your videos. I'm watching morning, noon, and night. Oh boy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Morning and day and night. Read Quran, my friend. Read Quran is the best solution. Is bestiality and necrophilia really part of Islam, or was that just a fatwa? For some reason I cannot get the show when it is going live. Yeah, I think some countries they cannot see the whole broadcast, you know. Anyway, about having sex with dead, it's a fact. You can go right now and search about fatwas of having sex with dead wife, and you can do that. It's lawful, because the logic of Muslims, Allah, he made this woman lawful for you. So what the scholars says, and actually the last fatwas I saw, that you can have sex with your wife as long as she did not die more than 6 hours ago. More than 6 hours ago. So this is Islam. What we can say. I mean, even a dead woman cannot be left alone. But here they are saying it's lawful. He's not talking about having sex with a woman she is not his, because she is his wife. I mean, the guy, he love her. What you can say? What you can say? Come on, this is coming from love. He is not perverted. His wife is dead, and now he have 6 hours limit to have. Yeah, you can go and search for the fatwa. Go and search. Not only this, actually, there's a fatwa that a Muslim man, he can eat his wives. Muslim man, not only he can have sex with his wife, he can eat them. All the wives, not only one. And you know, if you have like big ones, big figures, I mean, that will be fun. Let me search for the fatwa. Can eat their wives. Yeah, sometimes, like, you know, when you see those titles, you think people are making fun of you, or you know, it cannot be true. But this is absolutely, this is how it is. And the one who made the fatwas is the highest authority of Saudi Arabia. Read with me. Top Saudi Sheikh issues a bizarre fatwa allowing men to eat their wives if they are hungry. I mean, think about it. There is a logic here. Why not? You are hungry. You have many wives. I mean, what you will lose? One wife, two wives. We have to, Islam is a religion of being convenience, and the man is more important than the women in Islam. So the man, he can eat his wives as many as he wish, or his slaves. What's wrong with that? And by the way, this guy is the highest authority of Islam in Saudi Arabia. He's not only the sheikh, he is the one who signed the death penalty. Any Muslim who commit a crime in Saudi Arabia, he is the mufti of Saudi Arabia. Anyone who commit a crime in Saudi Arabia, even if the king he signed his death penalty, he will not be killed until this guy he sign it, he agree with it, because he have to agree that this is done according to the Sharia law. So he is the highest authority ever. He's like Muhammad in the time of Muhammad. And if this guy he says you can eat your wife, I mean, he have his reasons. Obviously this is a very Islamic and based on the Sharia and based in Islam. So what the problem? My friend, be open-minded. Don't be too much I mean, come on. I think you people are jealous, because in your religion, if you are, you don't have such a thing. So because of your jealousy, you start, saying things which does not make sense. Anyway, so we go back to the story of the Adam. This is where we stop. All right. Let us jump a little bit, because here there's tons of stories, guys. If you want to read those books, yesterday I went to bed and honestly my eyes really hurt, because always I keep reading. It doesn't matter how much you learn, and this is my advice for everybody. It doesn't matter really how much you learn nothing yet, especially when it's come to a scam religion like Islam. It is full of stories, man. I mean, and those stories, they contradict each other too. I mean, the stories are really weird. Now let us see here about Adam. He is coming from India. All right. All right. Ibn Abbas said here, so etc. All right, and then he says here, and it's been said that when Adam he sent down to the land of India, and he was crying so hard, and he was so sad. So Allah, he accept his repentance. So he was ordered by Allah to walk in the direction of Mecca until he arrived to it, and then Allah he blessed him. Or let us say, when somebody have, I don't know what they call it in English, if somebody have somebody lost a family member, you say you condolence for you, it's something like that. Like, so Allah, because he is sad, so he want him to make him happy. So what he did, look what Allah he did. So Allah he sent him a tent down from heaven, and he placed it in the location of the Kaaba, and this tent is made from a red ruby. I like it, man. Look how big this ruby is. Always I like to do camping in the wood, but imagine if your tent is made from red ruby. I mean, who can fight that? Halal Sheikh, you want to talk to me? He can call me. My Skype is there. Don't tell me you want to talk to me. Just call me. Okay. We continue. So Allah he gave him a red tent made it from ruby. So he came down in India where we arrive here. Okay. So, and this was a tent from the rubies of heaven. Inside the tent there was 3 candles made from gold, and this gold is made from the powder of heaven, which is gold too. Inside there is a light, and this light is burning from the light of the heaven, and with it, and with him, Allah he sent a white ruby from the lowest heaven, and that white ruby become the chair of Adam, peace upon him, to sit on it. When Adam arrived to Mecca, Allah guard him, and the angels guard the tent, which is made from ruby, and they used to guard it. Okay, hold on. At that time there was only one Adam. I mean, they are going to guard it from who? Oh, hold on, the story is coming. And they used to guard it and defend it from the inhabitant of the earth. And at that time, the inhabitants of the earth, it was the genie and the devils. But Allah sent only one genie down. Who genies? And there's only one Adam, one genie, and one Eve. This is what the Quran says. And it's not allowed for them to see anything from the heaven. Because if anyone is allowed to see something in heaven, the heaven for him became a lawful. Wow. And then at that time the earth was clean and pure, and there was no bloodshed and nothing wrong happened in it. So Allah, He made the earth the house of the angels. A second ago they just said nobody used to live there except the genies and the devils. Oh man. Anyway, so this, if I read the whole story for you, I mean, this is endless. You see, there's endless. Those books, I mean, like, look at stories. It's endless stories. If I want to keep going, and all of them, they confirm India. You know, you will find India everywhere. So when we say that Islam have roots is coming from India, nobody can debate that, and nobody can challenge it. And I challenge the Muslims to tell us why from the whole world, the Muslim, they choose for us that Adam, he was landed in India. Anyone? Ignore this guy, Halal, guys. I'm going to block him. He is just here to disturb what we are teaching. Do we have any Muslim here? Any serious Muslim who have a serious knowledge? I'm just kidding. I mean, serious Muslim with serious knowledge. That's like mission impossible. Anyone? By the way, if you say serious Muslims, they get offended. If you say funny Muslim, they get offended. If you say stupid Muslim, they get offended. It doesn't matter what you say, they get offended. If you want to offend a Muslim, say anything. Anything. It doesn't matter what you say. He's offended. There was a Muslim guy. He used to work, work in the same place I work in. So there is a restaurant, we go to, and then we go to the restaurant, and this guy, he ordered his food. I order mine. He accompany me always because I speak Arabic, he speak Arabic. So and then one day, when he go to the restaurant, always he asks for meats. What he said, do you have halal pork? The waitress or the waiter, whoever serving, they laugh. They say sure, and he point which one is halal pork. He don't speak English, so he point his finger, and they brought for him the halal pork. Me myself, I thought he's joking. The waitress, they thought they are joking, until one day he said to me, "What is that?" So I answered him in Arabic. And I said in Arabic, khanzir. He said, "You eat khanzir?" Auzu billah. I said, "Are you an idiot or what?" I said, "Why?" I said, "You eat khanzir every day, you idiot." I said, "Me?" I said, "Yeah." "Are you serious or joking?" He said, "I never ate khanzir." He said, "Every day you eat khanzir. Aren't you the one who keep coming here since you start working with me here? You keep saying, give me halal pork." He said, "Yeah, halal pork. I don't eat khanzir." I said, "Are you stupid or what? Don't you know what pork is?" He said, "Yeah, pork meat." I said, "Yeah, but it's pork of meat of what? It's khanzir." So the stupid, he was eating khanzir, which is pork, for almost 6 months, and he think that this is just like a name of a food. He do not know that this is pork. So he was ordering halal pork. And this is exactly how the Muslims are. They are willing to eat halal pork and they say it's yummy. And how many times he said, oh, this restaurant tastes good, you know, their food is good, we should come always here, huh? Yeah, and I said to him, yeah, it's halal pork, man, that's good. Look how many times he praised this food. But the second he noticed that this is khanzir, suddenly it's yuck, disgusting, and he get offended. So do we have any halal pork, you know, eater here from the Muslims? You see, the Muslims, they say to them halal. Honest to God, once I saw a sticker in a shoe, it says halal leather. I mean, you Muslims, are you dumb or stupid? Are you going to eat the shoes? What do you mean halal leather? Are you going to chew it? It's a shoe. What's wrong with those Muslims? Even the shoe we put on it halal? When we share things on a Christmas, well, because you see that the problem is the Muslims, they, especially the leaders of the Muslims, they are afraid if the Muslims they see how nice the life of the Christians, how they are, you know, they enjoy their time, that their God allowed happiness, and we don't have the madness they have. So they are afraid that that will have an impact on the Muslims. So the Muslims, they start warning you know, each other, don't celebrate Christmas with you know, they are those the enemies of Allah, they are the one who, the prophet, he said, fight them, excuse me, kill them. How you do that? So it is the fear that those Muslims will see something which is going to be not good for Islam. Something cannot be found in Islam. Actually, I just found this picture, which is a really nice picture. I don't know if any of you can recognize what is this. This is a village, or let us say a town, attacked by ISIS. No, sorry, not ISIS, Al Qaeda, in Syria, and this is one of the oldest Christian towns where the monks used to seek refuge in the mountains, and they make houses in the mountains, in the rocks, to live. And all those people there, they speak the language of the Messiah, which is in the ancient Aramaic. All right, yeah. Now ISIS, they attacked this town, but thanks God they were able to free the town from them, and they destroyed some churches, and they killed many Christians. You know, they did their own massacre as usual. Is it right that Muslim who is buried in the skin of pork will go to heaven according? Yeah, well, you know, no, it's you see, if you force something in a Muslim, still that will not work, because simply the Muslim will be punished for something he do by choice, not something you force him to do. Which means if you put pork in him, it's not his choice, he is dead now, and so that will not be valid argument. You know what I mean? Even actually the Quran allowed the Muslims to eat pork if they have to. As we see the fatwa, you can eat even your wife. What about pork? Did you see the fatwa? The Quran said, switch to Arabic, in kunta fi makhmasa, which means if you are in need, you have needs. This is a chapter 5 verse number 3. The Quran say clearly that it's forbidden for you to eat pork, yes, but if you have no other choice, you eat, no problem. And you eat anything, the same as the dead man or the dead woman, as we showed you. This is why the scholar, he says to you, you can eat your wife. You know, remember the fatwa? We just showed it to you. So you can eat even your wife. But is it forbidden? Yes, it's forbidden. It's forbidden to eat for you the dead meat, the blood, the flesh of the swine, etc., 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 etc. And then he says, well, but if you are in needs, then you can eat whatever you want. However, as long we are mentioning this verse, anyone can notice with me a mistake in it? Who can notice the mistake? There's a horrible mistake in this verse. Anyone? Who will find the mistake in this chapter, chapter 5, verse number 3? Who can find the mistake for us? Let us see who of you he have a very sharp thinking. No. Who else? Let us see. Pause the link for the verse. All right, here we go. This is the link for the verse, and this is a translation of Yusuf Ali. You know, for me, I don't agree with any translation, as you know, but I use Muslim translation to get them busted. No. What is the mistake in this verse? There is a very bad mistake there. Very crazy. I perfected religion for you. Thank you. What's your name? Islam, Idju, Jess. I don't know how to read your name. Give me 1 year, I will get you the answer how to read your name. Guys, look at this verse here. It says, this day I have perfected your religion for you, completed my favor upon you, and I have chosen Islam as a religion, as your religion. Okay, hold on. How this happen? That's stupid. This is a chapter 5, verse number 3 in the Quran. There's hundreds of chapters after it, and there's thousands of verses after it. How you say today I completed your religion for you? Islam is completed. Do you see it? When you say this day, it's mean today. We are talking about a date. You know, he just said this day. He did not say I completed only. He is mentioning the timing, this day. So today, the day he spoke in this verse, this day have I perfected your religion for you, completed. The favor of Allah is completed, my favor upon you. Okay, and have chosen for you Islam as a religion. And then he says, and look the flight of thought. Look the flight of thought and the madness. He said it's forbidden for you to eat, and then at the end he wrote, but if any of you is forced to eat in hunger, you know, okay, Allah is all merciful. What does this have to do with this? I mean, shouldn't he put this verse here, or this part of the verse about being in hunger, put it here, inject it here, and then at the end says, today I complete my religion for you? You see how stupid? I mean, why you added after today I complete? Obviously in the same verse you did not complete Islam yet. You know, guys, what I mean? If we consider the Quran only one verse, only this verse, forget about the whole Quran. When I say today I complete my favor upon you, it's mean I'm done. Then he continues saying, but if any is forced by hunger, who is like, you just said you finished, man. So why you are telling me more? Do we have any problem with the sound? Is the sound good, or we have difficulty? No, I will not delete, because here today we are not using any the images we use always is labeled to be reused, so we are okay. No, will not be deleted. All right, so in order for this statement that Islam today is perfect for you, that verse should be at the end of the Quran. And actually many Muslims, they agree, many Muslim scholars, not Muslim Abdul, that this is supposedly the last verse Muhammad he received. Question, Muslims, isn't it a corruption to make the last verse in the Quran in the beginning of the Quran and inserted in a place have and nothing to do with it, which make it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? This is a stupid religion. We just took a verse out of thousands, and the verse alone cannot be stand even to be any close to be from Allah. Otherwise, you Muslim could change the Quran, and obviously they did. I mean, if Allah forbid me from eating pork and dead meat, etc., that's it. Islam is completed. That's it. So the stupid one who put this verse in this location, he make it as that by making those halal and forbidden and non-forbidden, okay, now we know what Islam is about. Islam is about we cannot eat pork, okay, and we cannot eat you know what the lion he ate, and what can we eat the lion? Muslims, can we eat the lion? We cannot eat what the lion ate, but can we eat the lion? Can we eat the horse? You see, they say to us Islam is a perfect religion, completed. I mean, okay, where's the details? As long as you are involving in eating and what to eat, what not to eat. If you go in the Old Testament, it gives you in details what you can eat and what you cannot eat. And it's done in a smart way. It does not really name animals, it name what the animal should have to be lawful to be eaten by the Jews. But the Quran is an empty book, as usual. Once a Muslim, he was making fun of the Old Testament, saying that the rabbit, he eat his cud, you know, like he digest, or like let's say redigest. The Bible says actually that this animal he eat what he ate already, and this is true. You can go right now in YouTube and you can watch, or you can search for how rabbits, they provide two kind of dirt. Any one of you have rabbits at home? Who of you have a rabbit? It's okay, I will not tell anyone, just people in YouTube and Facebook and everybody. Anyone have a rabbit? If you have a rabbit, I wish I can show you videos, but you know, we have a problem of copyrights. Rabbits, they provide two kinds of dirt. One is dry and one is wet, and the wet look different, look dark, and wet, it's like as if he's making his own fruits. The rabbit, he will re-eat his dirt again, his own dirt, not the dirt of the other rabbit, you know. He re-eat the dirt, which is the wet one. I don't know what they call it, but that rabbit, he do it on purpose. You see, the rabbit, they keep eating, keep eating, as, but you think like, what, this rabbit, he'll never have enough. What they do, they eat their need, and the one is digested is the one will come as a dry dirt, dry poop. And the one which is not digested, let us say he ate it, yes, he chewed it, yes, it goes in his stomach, yes, but his stomach cannot finish it. So what he do, he make it as a wet dirt or wet poop, and he get it out. So he keep eating. Then when he get angry again, he ate it from his poop, which is the wet one. So what the Bible says, that those animals, they eat again what they ate already. The Muslim, they say to you, oh, the Christian, they think that the rabbit is the same as the cow. This is a scientific error supposedly, but the fact is not. Are we good in the voice? You guys make me worry when you say you don't hear me. Maybe I should hear myself in YouTube. Are we good? Yeah, if anyone would like to call, please feel free, no problem. Especially if you are a Muslim, you are more than welcome to call us. All right. You know, Islam is a series again, guys, I don't want to remind you, for those who just came, I made a video yesterday. It's very, very important, and I advise you, actually, if you post this video on your YouTube channel, I guarantee you thousands of people, they will watch it. All right. To find the video, there's a link underneath of the info, in the info there. You can click in it, and you go down, scroll like you see Shabir Ali. This is an old video. Go down, and you will see the video in the top. There's a link underneath for Google Drive. Click at the link, download the video. It's yours. It's very important video, and I encourage you to download it, all of you. All right. Actually, I just posted a few hours ago. I think I have like 1,800 view in one of the pages of Facebook alone. You know, because it's sharing information you never saw before. Do we have any Muslim? Okay, think twice. Why you don't log in with that channel so people they can click at your name and go there? That will make it easier. You know what I mean? CP is nice to nice people. I'm not nice to anyone. I'm just being me. My friend, I'm nice for everybody, even to Muslims. You might see me aggressive, etc. I am aggressive when it's come to the truth. You will see me aggressive even with those who claim to be Christians. Didn't I make a video just a few days ago against those Christians who claim that the eclipse is a sign of the judgment day? Did I or did not? And they are Christians, right? They are Christians. Didn't I make videos against James White? Didn't I make a video to correct David Wood? Didn't I make videos against a Jewish rabbi? I don't care a side. I take a side of the truth. I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? I'm not taking a side of a group. I'm not taking your side because you are a Christian, or because he's a Jew, or because he is, and I'm against him because he's a Muslim. If the Muslim is right, I say he's right. If he's wrong, I say he's wrong. Do you remember when this guy, what his name, the atheist guy, he want to invite me to just 2 days ago to the debate with Muslims, and then he brought me a gay Muslim. I told him I would debate about what? If you will say he's against to be a gay, I believe in that. You know, so we don't go against someone just because he is someone. I don't take a side. Don't ever do that, because if you do that, you are a hypocrite. Take always the side of the truth. This is why you see me. I don't take side of a Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox. If you ask me what is a church is yours, I say all of them, they are my church. For I am a follower of Christ. Whoever believe in Christ as Lord and Savior, he's my brother in Christ. I don't take a side. I don't care for the name of your church. Tell me what you believe. Jesus said that from their fruits you shall know them, not from their names. My name is a Christian Prince doesn't mean I'm a Christian, unless I am practicing what Christ he told me to be. You know, a few days ago I was talking to a friend, and I told that friend, don't judge the snake by its teeth, but by the poison. I'm sorry, and don't judge the snake by the bite, but by the poison. What does that mean? You know, there is snakes that bite you, they do nothing. It's a snake, yes, but it's a friendly snake. Their bite is nothing. It's like like a mosquito. But there's a snake. If she bites you, you are dead. Same as the wolf. Don't judge the animal by his teeth. Some of them, they are very friendly and they are very nice, so very kind, and even they will use their teeth to protect you. Judge them by their bite. If they bite you or not. From their fruits you shall know them. All right. So we always need to focus in the right and the wrong, so we can be always in the safe side with the Messiah. The Messiah, when the Jews are wrong, he stood against the Jews. Didn't he went inside the temple and he flipped the tables? But he said he came to save the Jews, right? Because he came to save the Jews, he took a stand against the wrong. Be the same as your father. Now, do we have any Muslim here? He agree, disagree, he like, he don't like? Any Muslim would like to call me? No Muslim. Look like the Muslims, they give up and they knew they are no match to call and to debate. You know, like as long we are talking about chapter 3 verse number chapter 5, sorry, verse number 3, shouldn't we mention how the Quran is messed up, all of it?